Hmm. Hmm. All right. It's quiet, but that'll do. Hmm. Odd. Why didn't I hear anything? Alrighty. Okay. I got some stuff to sell. And some fishing spears to put away. Hello, donkey. I gave you a husband, bro.
How are you?
I don't want to be lonely anymore. Like, I literally put you in a house with whatever. This house is damaged. Bloodhouse. Malawid Dobrokna. Did I put my bronze hammer away? Apparently I did. They call me Big Bob the way I'm handling my hammer.
Sometimes I start to wonder what life in other villages is like. Miracle is more than a grown ball.
Y'all harvest that already? Look at you guys go. Look at you go. We got wheat here. We got flax here, carrots here, beetroot there. What are we gonna turn the big field into? Oh, right, because the rye is what she's... Right? Am I tripping? Okay, there's 423 of that son of a bitch, so, like, yeah. Must be in here. Wouldn't make any sense for it to be in food storage. Rye, there it is, 420. And then... what was I gonna put in here? Sticks, stones, bowls, and the rest of the stuff I can sell. Well, it is winter time. I don't need to be carrying all these torches with me. It's spring. I don't need to be carrying all these torches with me. Things are going smoothly, I suppose. Smooth enough. You got me a mushroom. You're weighing me down, son. These mushrooms are too heavy. Mm-hmm. Ah, yes. 423 rye will do that. If somebody doesn't have anything to do, I'd be more than happy to put you in the burn. I don't have a worker in the excavation shed. Herbalist hut. Well, there's no resources. Fishing hut. No resources. Barn. No resources. There's my ass. I like how he just left that house. Chimney Christmas. What have we here? Planks. Small bundle. Give me here.
Wir! Onward! Onward! Huh. Huh. Hello there. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Not very valuable.
So long.
$4,700. Not too shabby. Alright, who am I gonna talk to? You, Ida. You again. This time I need a crossbow from you. Not again. I'm not playing with you anymore. Don't be like that. No, forget it. How much for it? Your coins won't be good. I need you to do something. It won't take long. I need you to get me some fish, and they better be fresh. Well. Fish meat. 20. You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Have I seen you today?
Alright, Alwyn. Gazelle has plans, but she has to make sure you're worthy. Did she tell you that? Well, maybe she didn't use those words, but I kept them meaning. And what does she expect of me? That I would throw it all away and become a lone hunter? The best one in the lands and beyond. It's possible. Don't you want this? I wish I could. I loved it, but it's not that simple. Sure it is. You're a grown man. It's time for you to start living the way you want. Are you saying that if I just go to Gazella, she'll make me her journeyman? I think her plans exceed traditional training. There's an incredible journey looming in the distance for you. I'm sure it reaches beyond the borders of the valley. You almost swept me off my feet. That's so exciting. But first things first, you can't return her empty-handed. She has to be convinced you're worthy. How about hunting a Wysant? And where do I find a Wysant now? I know exactly where you can find them. But that doesn't change the fact that I don't have a bow anymore. I can do something about that. I'll bring you a bow, but promise me something. That you'll stop doubting yourself. Recurve bow. Interesting. Do you sell fish meat, lady? I need 20.
Hail, friend. Want to see my wares?
Fish meat. She's only got 6. Son of a bitch.
See you soon.
Guess I'm going fishing then. I don't even know how to fish in this game. Although, you know, no better opportunity to learn. Anybody need me to cut down some trees for some free reputation?
I believe we haven't.
Dangerous animals approach at night. Nope. 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 What about you? I could use your help. I'm unable to craft tools. Could you bring me an axe? Nope. Unless I had one literally in my inventory, but I don't. Okay. I totally took this road to get to Barrow, and then I took this road to get to Gustovia, so I might as well take this road to get back. Fucking recurve bow, man. Guess I could just make one. It's not like I don't have the coins for it.
Giddy up. Here. This spot would be nice. There's just too many damn rocks everywhere. Though I suppose it gives the land some much needed texture. Fine, I'll take the water skin. God. And the stone knife. You're gonna make me. Alright. Do. Move on.
What have we here? Another turned over cart with rot. It's not that useful, but, you know, it's better than nothing. Right? I don't do drugs. That way when I do... Alright, get to work.
Here we go again.
Hello. See you around.
Nobody told me what to do, and I'm not going to argue.
Hey, I was using that.
Now I'm using it. What was I gonna do? I guess I could try to make that recurve bow. Let's see what it takes to make it anyway. A 1,000 survival technology. Does that mean I need to go hunting then? Can I just make a wooden crossbow? That's getting ridiculous. 600 price. $370, $360.
As long as he doesn't poke his nose into my business, I don't poke my nose into his. Na, 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 na. Na, na, na,
I was gonna go fishing, that's what I was gonna do. Of course, I don't really know how to do that. Could I just shoot the fish in the water?
I definitely belong
Maybe.
here.
Just guessing. Where's my house? This is my house. What are you guys doing standing outside my house? Weirdos. Knife. I don't need an axe to cut down any trees, but I will need this longbow. And I'll take the poisoned stone arrows just because. Why not? Now looking at animals, wild animals. Pike. It seems to be the most valuable type of fish, is the pike. Right there. If I can hit a couple of those. There's also pike that's closer to her. Because she's in Borrowo there. Where does the time go? Hi, Stanley. We learned about a unique weapon that we haven't found yet, that you can only make one of. And I did it. And I did it. That's all that matters. Uh, Here's your fish meat, lady.
Guy with a torch.
What happened to your manners? They went where the sun don't shine. Give me the crossbow. Don't you want to need all the fish for?
How is life treating? Take care.
Maybe she's making fish wine.
Here.
Okay, so we got the crossbow. Now we need to give a recurve bow to Alvin. And the person I need to deliver the crossbow to is in Jazerica. That's terrific. There's a hunter in Lesnica that would sell me a recurve bow. Or counter thought, I just go up north to Baranica, I could go around this way, see if there's any bandit camps. They might have one. For free. But I'll save under fish. Because that's just what we did. Hey, fox. That wasn't very nice.
Let's go.
I might be able to actually make it down there in time.
Giddy up.
Doubtful. Well, with that type of thinking, of course I'm not going to make it. But can I go 1,600 meters on a donkey before spring ends? So I guess the stream goal now would be deliver crossbow. And I didn't say it yet. But good morning to everybody. Ohio, unless it's not good morning where you are. It's morning where I am, but come on, Jack, you can do it. I've already found this wagon before. Yup.
Giddy up.
Because this is the road to Gustovia. This is the road to Hornica or Jezerica. I think it's both. It'll split at one point. Fox.
Giddy up.
I suppose checking the mines would be nice if you're trying to look for bandits. I'm not looking. Should probably make sure I even have the crossbow on me. Yep. Domagoj crossbow. It's a quest item. I didn't see my main inventory. I got worried.
Let's
But games do that. They put something in like your quest things. You can't lose it. Nice little flat spot there. That would be Hornica, I bet. Fucking Kestrel. This is to Hornica. That way is to Denica. That way is to Gustovia. So am I just supposed to read between the lines here? This way to Hornica, I guess? Even though I know it's not accurate. I could just cross over these mountains.
Onward.
But then I would miss something lying in the road. Is that just FOMO? Fear of missing out? Missing out on what? A fucking bear? Alright, now here we go. Now we can go to Hornica, Gustovia, Denica. Okay, wow, that's the same as that sign. Oh, fuck, buddy. God, it was just like, could I predict it any better? Hey, look, there's a mine, though. That's kind of nice. I mean, it's not nice that there's a fucking bear outside of it. That's not pretty cash money, but hey, there's another mine. Cool. Maybe one season there'll be a fucking, I don't know, bandit there. Maybe there'll never be bandits there. If the bear stays there. Or just like, hey, if you want to do some mining, be ready to kill a bear. Maybe we kill it on the way home. What have we here? We got a bronze axe, a water skin with water, and a bottle. Or a beer. Oh, beer. Hell yeah. And what's this? A clay mug. Purely decorative. Ooh, oh my. That's devastating. The arrow's stuck in the cart. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Though now it paints a whole new picture as to why supplies are abandoned in the first place.
Giddy up.
Getting chased by bandits and they had to run away. One man's trisash. Well, not really trash, because, you know, they probably would have brought it with them if they could have brought it with them. The fact is that they got attacked by something. That wasn't just the errant shot of a hunter. That had to have been deliberate. All three are grouped up like that, you know? Pretty solid grouping. Like, does it mean that... Does it mean that there were 3 archers? It doesn't mean that there was one archer shooting 3 times. I don't know.
Let's go. Onward.
I can't believe we still have... Okay, this is 100 meters. I thought it said 1100. I'm like, God, man. Yeah, just goes to show you. Negativity ain't gonna get you nowhere, folks. You know? Believe in yourself. Might be a fucking bear along the way, but you know what? Believe in yourself and things will work out. You know? Alright, buddy. Alright, pal. Alright, friend. Friendo. Got your crossbow. Hey you, recognize this? My old crossbow, how'd you get it? I've awoken my inner angler. No, I awoken my inner archer. I don't think I want to ask for the details. The only thing that matters is that it's back in my hands. Tell Kestrel I'm ready when she is. Will do. Now I got 20 dried meat, a water skin with water, and 500 coins. Well, I can't get... Fucking hell. I can't get dried meat. Could I buy it at the pub? There's no way somebody's selling it here. She did tell me, though. She's like, these are the things he's gonna need, you know? 20 dried meat.
Hail, friend.
Do you have any... Oh, thank God. She got 14. That's a start, I guess. I really don't want to have to go back home, dude. And it has to be dried meat, I'd presume, and not salted meat. I have 15 fish meat right here. But I can't dry it out without going home to do it. Could I just build... Can I do that? Am I allowed to do that? I'm selling that opium. 15 fish meat. Does it have to be... Yeah, it's not dried fish meat, it's just... Yeah, the only thing she sells is dried meat. She doesn't sell dried fish meat. So, ergo... Like, what are the odds that I find 6 more dried meat on the road? Of course, if I can't, you know. Fuck it. Fish meat's just gonna get rotten anyway. So I just sold it for 75, and I paid whatever 9 times 14 was to get the dried meat. So I just need 6 more, and then I can finish. I can just, you know, go to the thing. So yeah.
Come here and
Guess we just go to Hornica. And hope that somebody can sell me some dried meat there. Because if not, we're cooked. So, crossbow's been delivered. I'm going to change the goal to... what's the word? What's the word? Find more meat. Questing. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Had to update the... Ooh, didn't mean to update it twice. But the title has been updated to actually say what I'm doing, which is questing for NPCs. What time is it? 8:10. Oh, that's nice. 50 more minutes. 50 more minutes.
Onward. Via. Here.
I hope we're not going to come across that bear again.
Here.
That would be unbearable. I got no armor, I got no spear. And there's no mounted combat in this game. That I know of. Maybe I'll get a horse and things will be different. I'm trying to be optimistic.
Move on.
It's like I get a horse and it's like, nope, still no mounted combat. It's like, well, you know, it's a tough pill to swallow, but you gotta swallow it sometimes. What is these? Empty. Oh, that's nice. And I'm out of stamina.
Move on.
Ooh. Well, someone's charging. Alright, note to self. There are Wysons on the way back. Hornica, this way. That's a deer. I think there's gonna be wolves soon.
Let's go.
Wolves I can handle. Ooh, autosave. Perfect timing. I can handle wolves, I just can't handle bears and fucking Wysons right now. I need a Spear, and a Spear I do not have.
Move on.
That's a kiln, that's a there. That's a that. Here's a this. You gotta have some dried meat, please.
How do you? Only the best
Thank
products.
fucking God. Alright.
You do. Take care.
Alright, Kestrel, where are you? I got your shit. Watch her be murdered or something. That'd be crazy. What's our status? What about da-da-da-da-da? I've convinced him he's waiting your signal. Very good. I've managed to get us a horse. Looks like we have everything we need. Let's not waste any time then. Go to the medic and tell him everything will be waiting in Hornica. Wish me luck. Oh, fuck. He's gonna be dead. He's gonna be dead. I'm gonna go out to the woods, and he's gonna be dead. I know that's worst case scenario, but, like, I'm just imagining it. He's gonna be dead, and then the dude who killed him's gonna be there, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? You've been poking your nose where it doesn't belong, and it's like, listen, pal, I'm just trying to find out about my uncle, what the hell his problem is. I heard he murdered some dude, and that's why this dude's scared to leave the valley. Like, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to spill the beans about why I'm doing all this shit for an 85-year-old man who's pretending to be deaf. Or he's gonna be ripped apart by wolves. That's what I'm thinking. It's either gonna be bandits, or it's gonna be wolves, or a fucking bear, or something. I don't know, but it's... I'm not anticipating something good. Medic. I'm locked in. I've never been more invested in a video game. It's fucking... Oh, shit! Can you fuck off? Please. Thank you. No? You're not gonna fuck off. Oh, Jesus. Well, I'm sorry you didn't get the memo that you can't jump over fences. You're not a fucking horse. Really? Why? You just... Yeah, dude, come the fuck on. Can I talk to you? If you're a bandit, you better get back. Everything's ready and waiting. How can I be sure to trust you? Because I'm Jordan's blood, same as him, I keep my word. Damn you. I gotta toggle borders. And then I gotta minimize this window. Alright, damn you, son. If it wasn't for those eyes, fine, I'll tell you what I know, then I'm out of here. I'd advise you to do the same. I was awakened in the middle of the night. The cloaked man said that there had been an accident and someone was in need of my attention. I wasn't thinking much of it. That's part of my duty, and I was half asleep on top of that. So I grabbed my mantle and walked out with the stranger. Rain was pouring down from the sky so heavily it almost hurt. I've realized the man was taking me to the Castellan's house. I asked him about it, and he confirmed. The accident happened to the Castellan, he said. His voice was so faint, I could barely understand him. We went into the house, and I saw Jordan. It was clear to me that I'd been lied to. I wanted to run, but the cloaked man blocked the way out. Why was it clear? What did you see? His throat was sliced open. He looked peaceful, as if he was sleeping. His eyes were closed. The wound was elegant. The cut was really precise. I wonder if Jordan realized he was dying. The man spoke to me with the same faint voice as before. He told me to burn the body as soon as the rain stopped. That way I wouldn't even need to lie because everyone will presume a disease. So that's exactly what I did. And he helped me move the body and light it up. He helped me scrub the blood off the floor and burn the sheets. He was very polite, calm but not cold. In the end, he asked me if he needed to threaten me with death. I denied. It was clear to me from the moment I saw the blood. I went back to my affairs and never told anything about it to anybody. Then, a couple weeks later, I've run from Gustovia, fearing for my life. Why? Why only after weeks? Because the man in the cloak became the Castellan himself. No. No, it cannot be. I'm sorry, my child. You're lying. He would have never done it. I'm sorry. What was his name? You know his name. Tell me his name. It's Unigast. That is not what I was expecting. How you doing, Rava? The plot is getting thick, my friend. I did not expect the narrative in this game to be so good, but it actually is really good. Talk to Unigast. I'm not spelling that right. There's probably an E in there somewhere. Talk to Uni. Okay. Yeah, how you doing, Rava? How's your parents? How's life in general treating you? I gotta go talk to this motherfucker, apparently. He's been lying to me. He's been telling me lies. What's going on with the plot, then? Alright, so, when I first got to the valley... Oh, shit. When I first got to the valley, I started talking to this guy whose name is Unagast. He's like, go find this plot of land. You're doing good still at my parents'. Alright, well, I hope it's going well, then. How am I? I'm doing good. The stream's been very slow until you got here, and I only got, like, 40 more minutes to go. But anyway, I won't talk about that. We'll make the most of our time together, right, Raba? In fact, you can even hop in the Discord, but you probably can't hop in the Discord, so don't feel bad if you can't hop in the Discord, but it's there. I'm there, anyway. I'm talking in it. Just real time, you don't have to type so much, but if you can't talk, then I also completely understand that. Yeah, I can't. I didn't think so, but, you know, just wanted to let you know it's there. Of course, you've been in there before without me, so it's like, you know, you're like, I don't need your permission. I've been in there without you. But anyway, so I get to the valley, and this dude's like, hey, I knew your uncle. His name was, started with an I. Eordan, you know? He's like, oh, you're Eordan's nephew, cool. My name's Unagast. Go find a plot of land. Go find a plot of land and build yourself a little settlement, and I'll teach you life about living in the valley. You know what I mean? So I do all that, and apparently Unagast was in a little gang of people, and I've been talking to the people throughout the game, and, like, it's hard to really, like, synopsize, but basically, it really boils down to the fact, and if you don't want the game to be spoiled, like, fucking don't pay attention to this part right here, if you're in the VOD or whatever. I could timestamp it or something like that, spoilers, but, like, I just did. I just said something right here, so I kind of did. You know, if you're just skipping randomly in the video, it's on you. So, I think Unagast killed Eordan because I just talked to this guy who witnessed what happened. He burned my uncle's body. Eordan's my uncle. He burned his body that had his throat slit. Alright? Because the medic went in the room, saw that his throat was slit, and the person who was telling him to go burn his body so that nobody would suspect anything was Unagast. So Unagast killed my uncle and's been lying to me about life living in the valley and trying to basically brought me on this wild goose chase about, like, oh, go talk to all these people, they'll tell you the whole story, you know what I mean? And he's just being very fucking vague about everything. He and Eordan, both members of the gang, liked the same girl. She got pregnant, lost the child, but the child did not belong to Eordan. It was Unagast's child. But Unagast is kind of relieved, you know, that she lost it, because, like, you know, it could have been really divisive or whatever, blah, 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 blah. So, it's about to get fucking crazy. It's about to get fucking crazy. Hello there, dear Rasamir. Hello. How's life treating you? Like a father. What do you mean? Strict but fair, I guess. Alright, hold on. I gotta move this chat window out of the way. Or toggle borders. And then I'm just gonna slide it up to a different part of the screen here so I can still see what you're saying, Rava. It's about to get juicy. Very mature of you to say. You're really growing. Seeing more and more of those shades of gray, huh? I do. But gray still consists of white and black. Things are still good and bad, right and wrong. It doesn't change that. I never said it does. Tell me more about my uncle. I'm not sure if I have the time for stories. I'm certain you'll find some. Alright, maybe one. I remembered a good one. Me, Eordan, and Wolrad were trying to catch this rooster who swallowed a bunch of pearls, and tell me about his death. Oh, Rasamir. I've told you already that he passed away in his sleep. But people don't usually just die during sleep, do they? Time is merciless. Eordan was an old man already. Did he die of old age then? No. A disease? Some ravaging sickness? No. Then how come he didn't wake up the next morning? Rasamir, I've never lied to you, so why start now, huh? I knew this day would come. Finding words to describe it, to explain, it seems abstract, undoable. But the silence has been burning a hole in my chest for far too long. I did it, Rasamir. I killed my best friend. My brother. Don't call him that. I understand your pain, your feeling of betrayal, but I'm begging you. Believe me that it brought me no pleasure whatsoever. Why? It's complicated. Was it greed? You wanted to be the Castellan instead of him? Was it jealousy? Living all these years in Eordan's shadow, the sense of inferiority must have been constant for you? 3, was it vengeance? for how he toyed with Kestrel for robbing you of your one true love. What do you think, Rava? What do I say? 1, 2, or 3? It's complicated. It's complicated. Oh yeah, no. See, he had 3 motives, right? It's just I have to figure out. Well, I have to figure it out. I think he'll still tell me whatever, you know. But which one should I say? Number 1, was it greed? You're right. Like he just wanted. I'm fucking paying my taxes to him every fucking year, you know. Was it greed? Not at all, son. I'm not your bloody son. You're not my family. Eordan was. Forgive me. You're right. I never cared for the title, nor the job that comes with it. I only did it because somebody had to, and I tried to make the good name of Eordan live on that way. Pick up the responsibilities he had left. He didn't leave them. You tore him away from them. Yes, I believe I did. So we already asked the greed thing. Was it jealousy? It wasn't easy, being rather Eordan's friend than myself. But I didn't blame him for it. He was a star, bright, shining, always in the center of attention. It was his nature, not mine. I was comfortable in the shade, safe, and it was my fault for getting too attached to it. So much that I was afraid of leaving its comfort. Didn't you envy his skills, his mind? Of course I did. We all did. Eordan was a genius. Who wouldn't want that? The question is, who would kill for it? Probably many. But that wasn't the case for me. I was always proud of being able to know him, to work with him. So it wasn't greed, it wasn't jealousy, but was it vengeance? If you're looking for a reason I hated him, you found one. But I didn't kill him out of hatred. What he did to Kestrel was awful, but he didn't try to be cruel. Besides, every part of his love triangle was hurting somebody. We are all to blame. What about the baby? You could have been a father. It doesn't matter who was the father. This beautiful baby boy didn't draw even one breath of air. His life was over before it began. That's the real tragedy. Do I tell him the baby was his? Or do I tell it that the baby was... Like, do I just be like, better off that you don't know? You know what I mean? It might not matter. It might matter. I think in this case, it's like, maybe, maybe not. I don't think it's going to change the next thing he says. Well, it is. It will probably change the next thing he says, but not the thing after that he says, right? It's probably the still same plot line. It doesn't matter who the father... So if he says it doesn't matter, then I probably shouldn't tell him, right? And Kestrel, I don't remember what she said about, like, tell him, don't tell him, but Rava, should I tell him? I'm tempted to tell him. Because if it was his child, it doesn't make a difference. But if it was his child, it probably doesn't make a difference. If it was Eordan's kid, who cares, right? It's dead, whatever. Or if it was his kid, he could have had a kid. As far as I know, he doesn't have any children. It's just him and his wife. Go ahead and tell him. It was yours, Kestrel told me. Are you serious? Yes, it was your child that burned on that day. All these years I never stopped wondering. My son, may you rest in peace. I don't know what good of a father I'd have been, but I would love you to the end of days. Lady, you gotta calm down, alright? Okay, so why did you do it? Out of fear, out of Eordan's doings, out of what he could become. After he killed that man in Navis, I stayed with him when everyone else left. But I couldn't stop thinking about what he did, how little it bothered him. He was angry at them for breaking up the pack, but he didn't see his fault in it. And what was worst, he didn't seem troubled by taking a man's life. That's when I started wondering, has he done that before? He didn't want to stop the mission. I convinced him that it was time for it, and that we should move to the valley. I thought we could put all of what happened behind us, just rest and try to find happiness in all the little things. But Eordan had a restless mind. For him, not moving up, not breaking into the barrier, was torture. When we arrived there was only a couple of villages. We built ourselves a house in Gostovia. I truly believed that this would be enough, but not for Eordan. A week had not passed when he declared that he wanted to travel and meet the king. I gotta turn off my sound, dude. This is ridiculous. A week had not passed when he declared that he wanted to travel and meet the king, and that he's planning on doing it alone. 2 weeks later, he came back to the new castellan of the valley. He came back as the new castellan of the valley. He moved into his own house, for appearances he called it, since at that moment he was getting more and more distant from me, from anyone really. I'd been seeing him walk around Gostovia like a true leader, shaking hands, hugging babies, making small talk, always with a big smile on his face. He really seemed great. You didn't know what he was hiding beneath that smile. We were living right next to each other, and after some time, we were talking only a couple times per year. He was afraid of me, afraid of his moral compass. He didn't want me to restrict him anymore. Conscience was a burden, and he got rid of it entirely. That's when his worst side took control of him. I didn't see any shred of sincerity left, just a constant mask. Years went by. He was going more and more often to meet with the king. One day I started a little investigation. What I found out sickened me. He'd become the very thing he swore to eradicate. A festered lord, whoring around with his filthy friends, getting rich off people's misery. He was benefiting from wars, selling weapons, shaking hands with rapists just to be in their good graces. He had to be stopped. It took me months, years to get to it, and I feel responsible for every wrong that I had done during this time. I should not have hesitated, but killing my own brother, it felt unimaginable. Yet I knew I was the only one who could do it. I snuck into his house during heavy rain. I sneaked in. I snuck into his house during heavy rain. He was sleeping so peacefully as if all sinister thoughts had left him for the night. I was staring at his face for what felt like ages before I took out my blade, made one clean cut, and it was over. He didn't even open his eyes. And just like that, it was done. You know what's going to happen now, right? You'll pay for what you've done. I do, and I'm not going to fight it. Whatever you decide, I will accept. What's causing that background sound? It's his wife. It's his wife trying to climb into the bed, and I'm standing in the wrong spot, so she keeps fucking bumping into me. Okay, so I'm turning back my volume again. I understand your reasons. It was required strong will and a good heart to do what you did, but the blood has been spilled. You should leave the valley and never come back. You don't deserve forgiveness, killing your family just because you think it's right. I will not let you die a self-proclaimed martyr. You will live with the guilt of what you've done. It is time you're banished from the valley. You were right. Everything is soaked in gray. I don't condemn you for your decision, but you took a man's life, and by the law of the king, it is punishable by death. You are a murderer. None of your lies will change that. The only thing you deserve is death. You'll be hanged for what you've done, and I hope you will never know rest. Okay, so either he gets banished, or he gets killed by the king. So, he doesn't deserve forgiveness, but I understand what he did because he was a piece of shit in the end. Like, he turned into the thing that he promised not to turn into, so that's his problem, you know? So these are both options where he's going to get banished. You will live with the guilt of what you did. I will not let you die, a self-proclaimed martyr. I'll pick number one.
I never had a chance to meet my uncle.
Finish the main quest. Alright. Thank fucking
Developed
God.
his character on my own. But I got to know you, Unigast. And though I do not condone your actions, I understand the reasons. To be a man is not to never err, but to make hard decisions when they are necessary.
I think I broke the game.
You made yours. And it's something you will need to live with for the rest of your life. As will I.
Maybe there's supposed to be like a cutscene or something. I don't know. That was the only time I ever heard any actual like character dialogue. Okay, game's not broken. Terrific. Weddings, expecting, animals. Oh, 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 oh. The story's finished. Okay. I don't know what I got from that. I don't know if there was like an award or something like that because I was in the middle of the summer scream when that happened. How you doing, Pepin? Look what I found. It's for you. Very nice. Thank you. How's it going, little cub? Oh my, you're hurt. Who did that to you? Life happened. I lost Mother's coins as well. It's okay. You're safe now. Tell me what happened. Mom gave me some coins and asked me to go to a vendor. She said to stay on the road, but I would have been safer in the woods since there was a bandits camp near the road. I wanted to run, but it was too late. One of them grabbed me by my shirt and picked me up. They were all laughing at me. The big one holding me smelled like rotten apples. He took my coins, called me a maggot, and then he hit me in the face. He says that if he sees me again, I won't be coming home. I wish I was bigger. I'd make them stop laughing. I'll teach you how to take care of yourself. It's my job for now, but I'm proud of you, son. You handled it well. Where are you going now? To teach somebody a lesson. Yeah, I'm gonna go kill some fucking bandits, dude. You don't fuck with my son. Unless my wife smacked him in the face. Unless I'm misinterpreting the situation. Did you hear? Our son was beaten and robbed by a bunch of rogues. We need to do something. Notify the authorities. Go to the castle and the king. I see. Good. Resolve it yourself, but visit the blacksmith in Hornica before that. You need a proper tool for what you're about to do. Keep our family safe. I was just in Hornica, lady. You want me to go all the way there for what? For what? I am vengeance. Alright, I need to bring him a recurve bow, too. The only problem with that is... I need more survival technology. I'm at 841. Lol, it do be like that. How you doing, Caesar? I got, like less than half an hour before I gotta go, so I'm gonna set a little timer real quick for 9 o'clock. Because I don't want to have to keep checking my phone every 10 seconds to be worried about going over time, but... How you doing, Caesar? 26 minutes. Alright. But I need more survival technology. I don't have more survival technology, so here we are, you know? Is that flax done? I didn't get it all planted. I didn't get this all planted either. I ran out of fertilizer, I think. I got some beetroot. I got some onion, though. Wheat's done. Flax is done. Carrots are done. Okay. And then that's flax over there, too. But I didn't get the whole field planted, which is fine. Flax. You had a close call with death while working yesterday? Ooh, spill, girl. I know you're not a girl, but... I mean, Rava, I don't think, almost died, so... That's where he's at, you know? Alright, rich hat, rich hood, thick gloves, light hat, light tunic. I guess basic trousers still, eh? And there's nothing better here that gives me extra heat protection. My man's naked. There we go, looking fresh. Alright, cold protection, heat protection 30%. It's probably still not going to be good enough. Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, but I got a backpack now, Caesar. Things are looking up, you know? I got bronze tools, like, completely unlocked now, so... I should probably change that on the board over here. Because I'm not collecting enough sticks. Because I needed more logs. Alright, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Gangster, moving up in the world, beef. Hell yeah, dude. Look at this village. You know? It's all coming together. I got a fishing hut over there. I expanded my orchard a little bit. Are these ready to be picked? Oh, shit! They are. The hop plants aren't ready. But these are. I'm surprised they're not already, like... You got a sickle? You about to get to work, Janislaw? Look at him. Look at him go. What a gangster. Cabbage, carrot, copper hoe, copper sickle. I want to make a bronze scythe. That's going to be bitchin'. That's why I came all the way over here. But we actually finished the main quest, though. That was pretty cool. I did not expect the narrative in this game to be that good, as well as just telling Rava.
That morning breeze. It smells divine.
Vengeance. Vengeance will be mine. I wish the apple trees grow full size, because it'd be something. Just placing them around the village as decorative trees. Yes. Yeah, they do look a little small, you know. Alright, bronze tools, bronze scythe. Because I have yet to use a scythe in this game. I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't know about that. I also just made a bunch of bronze shearing, like, shearing scissors, like the kind you would use for, whatchamacallit. Look, she's scything too. They're wheezing it. They're wheezing it. The Bronze Age Grim Reaper. Hell yeah, brother. Look at this. Oh, I'm ready. You ready for this? Oh, baby. Oh! Ooh. Oh, I never thought this could be so fucking satisfying. Bro, I'm taking out like half this field. Damn, son. Where'd you find this? Ooh! Oh, baby. That is too satisfying. Guys, get this fucking game, go get a scythe, and start fucking just I cannot tell you. That was more beautiful than my wife. Exactly. My wife ain't got nothing on this. Fucking hell. Oh, I didn't want to slice him. Can you imagine if I just, like, like slit his throat with a scythe, dude? I am the Grim Reaper, bitch. Oh, dude. Oh, God, it's so good. Do I have that as a soundbite on here? If I don't, I need to put it on here. Hold on, where's Discord? Where's Discord? Did I fucking close it? I swear. Where is it? Where is it?
Show me the tit on a strawberry.
That is not the sound that I thought it was. It's because I gotta remove something from the soundboard, and I don't feel like getting in there right now. There's only so much time left. And with that, I've been banned to the netherworld where I'll only be allowed to sleep on the couch. Yes, that'll happen. If you say that cutting with a scythe is more beautiful than your wife, that'll happen. Alright, scythe, you're going back in there. I got 207 flax, 23 wheat. So I'm gonna go over here, put the flax... Wait. Type of crop. There it is, okay, yeah. Put that in there. What else? The wheat. Put that in there too. Mostly flax though. Man's flexing with all his flax. I'm flaxing over here, you know? I'm wheezing it. Alright, flax seed. You get that and stalk, so I'm gonna crank down the intensity of the rye grain and instead focus on flaxseed. There, 25%. And we'll go a little higher. There we go. Alright, confirmed. Oh, one of my houses is fucked up again. Where's my hammer? Handling my hammer. Hammer. Oh wait, it's in my house. Because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose it. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Alright.
They say you look exactly like me, but you look like a small goblin.
That part was amazing. That was the best NPC line I've ever fucking heard. Alright. Hammer. It's in my house. Yeah, it's in my house. Why don't I just carry it around with me? That's a good question. Don't worry, Pepin. He's upset, my son. He's crying. Pickaxe, copper arrow, spear, poison stone, regular stone. I just want to clean up my inventory sometimes, because, God, it's just a mess. Like, I got a single berry in here. Why? Why? Who do I look like? Barry fucking Allen? Okay. Put the hammer in spot number 3, and then I go right-click, go to repair, and anything that needs repaired will have this orange shit, like this. I'm out of sticks. That is such bullshit. What do you mean I'm out of sticks? It's because I'm making tools. Is that the fucking problem? Now give him the poison stone. He be grand now. Give him the poison stone. He be grand now. Oh wait, that's Scottish. That's not Irish. Hold on. Give him the poison stone. He be grand now. That's probably still Scottish. I'm not good. That's why I need practice, you know? How are we looking? Let's see. Management. And then buildings. And then nothing else. Oh, wait. The hunting lodge is damaged. The kitchen is damaged. A tinge of Scottish, yes. A bit of that brogue is still in there. I tried to do Irish, but I'm afraid of being too floaty. It's more whinny, the accent. I need more fucking sticks. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. How many more fucking sticks can you need? I'm just all over the place. Sometimes I think, you know, God gave you one voice, just use that one voice, you know? Like, there's no point in imitating other people. It wasn't bad, right? You'll work on it, you know? My practice makes perfect. You know what they say. Practice makes perfect, exactly. You just sort of have to imagine, you know, a picture in your mind of what you're trying to sound like. And don't try to, you know, stray too far from that. my hunting lodge still fucking broken? Let's see. No, looks like all these buildings are in tip-top condition. Not tip-top, but, you know, no longer damaged. Alright. I'll got a little fucking bronze axe for you. Look at that. 2 there. See, you know, practice. And then, do you have a hammer here, lad? You don't. Here, take that there hammer. And a bunch of these sticks. Yeah. Because he's making knives, but... Because I have a scythe in there. He's working on knives, but... Because it's just a bar and a stick, it's worth 300 bucks. And then when I need more bronze, I'll just go to the mines and go get some. But eventually I think I'll be able to get it. So it demands 1 stick, 1 bronze a day, and it makes 1 knife a day. Per day. 1 a day. Is there anything else I'd want to have him make? I guess maybe another bronze hammer. That'd be nice. Yeah, that'll be good for now. Because he just needs a hammer. I found out the other day that the reason Jamaican people speak the way they do is because the way the Descendants came was run by the Irish, I'm pretty sure. Now that is interesting. I'd be inclined to know more. If you got like a link you could send me, you know, like an article or something like that. What up, my ass? It was crazy. I was trying to be like, what's up, my ass? But I instead ended up asking, what's up my own butt? And yeah. You saw it on a YouTube short. Oh, okay. It's a start. It's the first step into thinking something is like, you know, oh, okay, that's something I'll look into, you know, but like believability, I do that too, though. It's like, oh, I saw it on a YouTube short, and it's like, well, that's interesting, you know. Give me time, and I'll show you some evidence. All right, perfect. Because I heard, because me and Robert were talking about this the other day, about like, how do you get a hedgehog to, like, unball itself? Like, once a hedgehog is all curled up, how do you get it to uncurl? And there's a rumor, there's a myth, that foxes will pee on them to get them to open up. But foxes just pee on things that they're interested in, regardless of, you know, their intent to get them to open up or not. Like a therapist, like, how you doing down there, buddy? You want to open up? To me, the fox. I got 2,700 bucks. 2,800 bucks, really. I still got a knife. Are any of my things lacking in the tool department? Fishing hut is missing resources. Hunting lodge has one. The sewing hut's not making anything right now. Well, I gotta let them finish their work in the barn before I put somebody over there. Alright. Okay. So I need to go to Hornica, but I don't think I have time for it. I only got 13 minutes. I mean, it might be enough time to get down there, but I don't think it's enough time to, like, get back. And then I don't know what else I would really do. I do got to give Alvin a recurve bow, but I don't have the survival skills for that yet. So I guess all I really can do is go down there. Woodshed level 2 is unlocked. I don't have a mine yet, but that'll be nice when I get to that. Hunting lodge level 2. See, like, I just want to get to 1,000 so I can make a recurve bow for Alwyn. But if I can just find one, because that's $1,500. Like, that's crazy. You know, 1,500, and then what am I selling it for? You know, like, what's the turnaround on something like that? Farming technology is looking good. I'm almost at food storage level 2. Stable, fold, cowshed. Where's the goat pen? Donkey shelter, goose house. Ooh, I could get geese. I don't have any geese yet. That'd be neat. But yeah, like, I've seen goats. I just haven't seen... I don't know what building you would use. I could build Workshop 2, Smithy 2, Sewing Hut 2. But that's building. That's production tech. But market stall, that'll be neat. So, Hornica, I guess. I got nothing else to do. God, it's all the way across the fucking map. It's times like this where I'm tempted to, like, Google, like, what do I need for this fucking blacksmith? Because I know I'm going to get there, and he's going to be like, oh, can you bring me something? And it's going to be something I have here in my village, and it's like, God, are you serious? You serious? My genuine reaction to that information. Okay. Alright. Gustovia the Herald's there. We could see what he wants. Do something for the king. Get some extra rep or something. But, I can have 70 buildings now. That's crazy. And it's also crazy that I already owe $450 after one season of village. Which means my taxes is probably going to be around the $2,000 marker. Maybe 1,600, I don't know. So, I guess we talk to the Herald, and then we go to, the place. 10 minutes. Maybe we just get to the Herald, be like, what's up? And he'll tell us, what's up? Blue, what's up, Pepsi? I got 10 more minutes in stream, buddy. And I gotta go to work. Not the increase in taxes. Exactly, you know? Just like, the bigger the village gets, the more, you know, you gotta pay. But the bigger your village... Blue is the opposite of yellow. I suppose you're right on that one. But, the bigger your village is, the more, like, output you can have. You know what I mean? Like, you can have more revenue streams. Like, I started making backpacks and selling them, because those sell for a decent profit. You could just make bags out of leather and linen, thread, and fabric. The only problem is you need flax for that. So, I might, like, do... Because I can do another save file in a different... There's another one where I think, like, it's a multiplayer thing. That's the version of that server where people can join your game. And Caesar, if you would want to get in on that, I'd be down for that. Like, make a village together. Because I think it's just easier to do, like, things with two people. Like, you just make twice as much progress. Is the whole point of playing a video game with somebody, especially a video game like this. But, I don't want to interrupt your flow either, you know? So if you got your thing going, whatever... But you can still have your own thing, and I can still have my own thing. You spent all your savings on airsoft shit worth every penny. See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Do you regret buying it? No. Worth every penny. That's what that denotes. So, yeah, I'm glad you bought it. Because I used to be in airsoft. I think I still have some guns. I don't know where they are, but... Like, I know I still got some bullets and some goggles and...
Giddy up.
Yeah. Like, I might not use it anymore, but I did use it, so it's like, hey, you know. Because, girl, you're worth it. You deserve it. You deserve it, Pepsi.
Here.
You earned it. Yeah. You bought camo and a red dot. Ooh, nice.
My tooth's been aching for 2
Where's your torso?
I haven't plucked up the
What the fuck?
courage to go to the
Where is your torso?
Hello.
What the fuck? He is wearing camo? Oh my god. What does the king want? A wedding. The prince is known for his food. He wants to journey taste of the kingdom and local food.
I think it's because people kept throwing stones at him.
Alright, what does that mean? I need to... Jesus. The king is preparing a grand wedding. The subjects of his grace are asked to provide these samples in order to complete the challenge. Bring the collected food to the herald. It's just extra dynasty reputation. What do I need that for? The extra development stage? You know? Like... Development stage. Okay, here we go. I'm at Hamlet right now. Standard taxes. Up to 30 buildings, those taxes are standard. But once you get to settlement, up to 40 buildings, it's 125%. A city, more than 60 buildings, 200% of standard taxes. Completing chapters increases the limit of buildings, altering gameplay settings, So, right now I'm at Hamlet, but once I pass the 30 building threshold, I'll start having to pay more taxes. Good to know. The higher the development stage. As you build more buildings, the development stage will increase. The higher development stage, blah, 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 blah. Dynasty reputation. Can I make porridge? Go to the kitchen down here. Stew. Porridge. Oat grain and bowl. I could unlock that. That's easy. Have I already done it? Yeah, I've already done a quest for the king, and all it did is give me extra rep. So why do I need this right now? Do I need this right now? Sure, it's easy, but I only have 3 more buildings until I have to start paying more taxes, I think. Wasn't that what that said? Knowledge, development stage, up to 30, standard taxes, but once you get past 30 buildings, you're paying more taxes. I don't mind, but also, I don't want to have to pay more if I don't have to, but it's not that hard to make money in this game. But this isn't getting me money, right? What is it getting me? So, I'm probably just going to reload the quick save, to be honest. Which I know is kind of cheesy, and I know it's kind of a waste of time, but yeah, I only have 5 more minutes, so I probably should have just fucking ended the stream right here. Anybody streaming soon? Yeah, do you know what pattern you got? I'm watching my own stream. That's weird. This guy's year 21. Looks like he's already got a horse and everything.
No more castings for the next Bond.
Okay. Revenge. Because I got to go to Hornica, talk to the blacksmith, get a tool to defend my family. It's called a sword, right? And it's called armor, and I already have those things, lady. You know? I'm confused. But no, game saved. So, yeah. Because, you know, I only got, what, 4 more minutes? Might as well just end her here. I think it's better to end her, bud. You can't end her. Mr. Leahy, what about the park? Yeah, anybody? Anybody streaming? Anybody want to start streaming and I'll rate them? Because there's nobody right now that's really, you know... I mean, I haven't been in Chili Dog stream in a while. He's doing his Project Zomboid Build 42 stuff. Same grind, new day.
Very fun to talk with. The Dunmer.
I want to stream again, but my internet freaks out when I do. Yeah, I think you got to fix your internet, buddy. That's probably the first thing you got to do. We'll find a Valheim streamer, because Valheim streamers are pretty chill people. That's how I found Second Son. That's how I found Dubious. So, like, I feel like Valheim people can be pretty chill people. Valheim After Ears. Speedrun.
I can get him in, but he's like, he leaves that's the far as he can go. He just doesn't fucking like it, bro.
Make it bigger then. Maybe it's
Ooh, these guys sound interesting.
Why should I go to connect to it, Ryan? You should think it's right, Ryan.
what the fuck? That's crazy. Did they update the game? That's crazy.
But you can make it big, you know.
No, no, fuck that. This should be big enough. There we go.
I think we might raid these fellas. They're playing Valheim together. They're actually commenting. They're doing some commentary, you know. We may be able to raid. Goodbye. Have a nice day at work, Beef. Thank you very much, Rava. I'll see you again tomorrow, guys. 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, be ready for that. Probably more Medieval Dynasty, maybe, unless I change my mind. But I really like this game. It's really growing on me. I know you didn't ask for tickets to the gun show, but you got them, you know. Alright, Rob, Pepsi, Evil Diva, Caesar. Thank you everybody for tuning in. John of Dorkness, shout out to you. Because I see you're a viewer, and I'm gonna give you a shout out, you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll raid these fellas.